My name is Christy Barton, and this is my producer's podcast.
Book of Revelation, chapter 7, verses 16 and 7. For the revolution.
Born January 26, 1970 in Fort Worth, Texas, Kirk Franklin learned to read and write music while learning to play the piano by ear at a young age. By the age of 11, he became the musical director at Mount Rose Baptist Church. In his early 20s, Franklin co-founded the group Humble Hearts. He would later gain the attention of gospel legend Milton Bigger with his song Every Day with Jesus. But that did not launch him to stardom. Kirk would catch his big break in 1993. In 1992, Kirk Franklin created the family. It was a 17-voice choir made up of family, friends, and local acquaintances. And they went in to record a demo, and the demo gained the attention of co-founder Vicky Mack of Gospel Centric, which was an independent label at the time. And she was really impressed with their sound. It was different, and so she immediately signed them up. And in 1993, Kirk Franklin and the Family debuted. The album was #1 for about 42 weeks. It topped the charts for about 2 years. It's even charted on the R&B charts. And so Kirk Franklin blended the sound of gospel and R&B and hip hop. And a lot of the church was mad because he did this. He stepped away from tradition totally, and he did this. The album went on to eventually be certified platinum, and it was the first gospel album to sell 1 million units. So why be mad? And I totally believe that this was the album that changed the sound of gospel music. Like all things, everything has to come to an end. Kirk Franklin and the Family went on to record 2 successful albums, Kirk Franklin and the Family Christmas in 1995 and What You're Looking For in 1996. This album earned Kirk his first Grammy Award, and the album also was certified 2 times platinum. Kirk Franklin went on to work with God's Property. He brought on some vocalists from the Family to work with him. And this album is where Stomp was born, the single. He collaborated with the hip hop artist Salt from Salt and Pepper. And this really made the church mad because it's like now he's like stepping over the line. You can't cross those lines. So he blended and he closed some gaps in his music. Kirk Franklin has successfully produced 12 albums, whether it was with the Family, or whether it was a solo project, or whether it's with God's Property, or the many groups that he's worked with. And he's not only produced for himself, he's produced for people like Tamlin, Mary J. Blige, R. Kelly, Bono, U2, Krista Lewis. He really, went out there and he got those artists and he produced a great album. And that album earned him his 3rd Grammy. And so he also featured 2 Bill Withers songs. It's Gonna Be a Lovely Day, Lean on Me, and he did his own rendition to the song. And so he just, like, his sound really crossed over. It crossed over. It was no longer just in the church. His sound reached the mainstream media, the secular circuit. He really was the guy to change the sound of gospel music. Kirk Franklin has been in the industry for over 20 years. He is one of the top 4 producers in gospel music to date. He has won 9 Grammys, an American Music Award, 39 Stellar Awards, 16 Dove Awards, 8 NAACP Awards, 2 BET Awards, and a countless of others. He has his own record label, For Your Soul Records. He signed his first act in 2013. Kirk Franklin continues to excel in this music industry, whether he's doing gospel music, whether he's helping out, producing a soundtrack for a movie or for a TV show. He has been a consistent success in the music business. And if somebody was to ask me today, who is Kirk Franklin? And I would tell them he is the producer, he is the artist, he is the songwriter, he is the composer that changed the sound of gospel music.
Listen, y'all were grooving, you had a little flavor. You sure this is gospel? I mean, how do you best define what your music is? Is it contemporary gospel, traditional gospel, what?
Church music. Church music. Gospel music is not based in one format. We try to base it, but you can't base it. 95% of black artists that do R&B, hip hop, or rap started in the church. So instead of leaving the church, we just want to stay in the church and keep it real. Add some flavor to it.